guys, welcome back to the Wolf Customs YouTube channel. Today we are going to be answering some frequently asked questions in regards to how I started my business, and I actually ended up bringing Landon in so that he could help me a little bit. Besides Jordan, he's my right-hand man. So Jordy's going to ask us the questions. We're going to answer them. I'm going to answer one and then let Landon kind of add into it with his experience. Landon has experience running other types of businesses, so hopefully some of his knowledge will be able to help you guys. So, first question, Jordy.
Okay, what made you get into trucks?
I've had horses. My whole life I've had horses. We've always needed trucks to haul horse trailers. And then my first vehicle was a Ford Ranger, and then when I discovered you could get a bigger one and modify it, it was like game over for me, pretty much. What about you?
I grew up around diesels. Obviously needed it for towing trailers and stuff, for dirt bikes and polishing concrete. But yeah, just always had, my dad had lifted trucks when I was a kid, so I've always been around them.
Okay.
And that's where my passion came from,
Okay.
I guess.
Nala. Look at
Don't yell.
Look at hers. Look at the way she's sitting on you. Please give me your phone. I'm gonna edit that clip like how she's sitting into there.
Nala. What are you doing?
Sister, I sit pretty. So you take
Get her to
video.
give you kisses.
Come here.
Ask her, say, give me kisses.
Nala, come here. Give me kisses.
Just a no. Oh,
Next
no.
question.
How did trucks influence your business?
I'm trying to figure out how to word that. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm just thinking too, trucks are huge for you getting your name out.
Well, I mean, I kind of bring it back to my first build, really. The F-150 is where I started, but the F-150 got stolen. And that's kind of where I saw a huge jump in followers, was when it was stolen. I had a lot of people sharing, reposting, trying to help me get it back. I had all my parts stolen. So kind of that's where the name came from. And then after that, I started to really put myself out there and then used the trucks as a way to make money back from them, really, because they're so expensive. You've got to find a way to pay for them somehow.
You're one of the first ones in town to have a white and pink truck, too.
Yeah, and I got a lot of kickback in the beginning for putting the truck with pink on it, because I was told by several girls that I was copying. But pink's always been my favorite color, quite honestly, so that's kind of where I got that too, to answer that question. But the influence, I mean, like, pink is me. It's happy, it's vibrant. Everybody does red, blue, yellow, green, purple. It's boring. Orange.
She beat me to it, I was about to say it.
Oh, now you want to do it? Now you want to do it?
She loves her aunties.
Big bad scary Nala. Big bad scary Nala.
Look at her.
It's just not scary whatsoever.
Look at her little tail.
Such a wimp.
Look at her tail. Okay, what about you, babe? Oh, I guess it's not really a
I
question.
had, what was it again?
How did trucks influence your business? I mean, to be fair, he has his. It's not
Yeah,
my
but
level,
for me, it
so-
was, the truck didn't, we've always thought, like, I always talked about putting a business wrap on it or something, but the truck's never been, when it was first built, it was never advertised for business. It was just something for fun.
Okay,
We just-
let me think of another question. Okay, when you were polishing concrete, how did tell people this. How is it better gas or versus diesel with that kind of equipment, hauling and stuff like that?
Well, a gasser couldn't tow that weight whatsoever. Just one machine for polishing concrete that we use is 1,200 pounds. So our trailer average is anywhere from 16,000, depending on what we're doing. It could be up to 16 to 20,000 pounds. And you obviously need a diesel for that, but all of our work trucks are stock. So we didn't really build those because they just got beat.
Right. Didn't you use your truck though as a work truck for a while?
I did. the orange one. Went to a few job sites.
So it was a little bit of a concrete.
But I
truck
did
there
have the
for a
Cummins too. The Cummins went also. All of them.
What was your first truck that you built?
2005 Chevy Duramax.
Okay, what'd you do to it?
6-inch. 6-inch on some.
What 6-inch what? Brand.
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember.
Okay, what else was
Some
done
it was
to
some it was some lift from 4-wheel parts. Nothing.
crazy.
No, it wasn't.
Not even a rough country.
Not even a rough country.
No, it was no, and I was running from American
I have a rough country.
American racing wheels. But I think they were 20 or 16 by 12s, and I was running 35s.
That's
Something
not
like
that
that.
was cool though.
That when that was built, there was like no lifted trucks whatsoever. Like that truck was huge.
Yeah.
Like a 6-inch was like everyone was like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Now they
Okay,
come
what
out.
was
They
your
come out
second
of
one?
factory. Second was
The Cummins, right?
the Ford, that one. And then when that one got really stuck up and being built, no, I still had the Chevy. The Chevy. 2013 Chevy, and then I wrecked that and got the Cummins.
How'd you wreck it?
I was going too fast around the corner
Kind of like last night.
and deviated 3 out of 4 tires.
Oh,
Lost
could
all
have happened
control.
last night.
Wait, what happened last night?
No, we
You
were,
came around that curve down by where my horses are, off Arthur's.
Yeah.
Come around that curve so fast.
yeah, but
I was like,
when I did that, I was
clenched my butt
I was on
cheeks.
14. I was on 14 wide wheels and 12 and a half tires.
We're on 16 wides.
Yeah, with a 16 wide tire. You're not stretched 2.5 inches. Not inches, but
Still made me clench my butt cheeks. Why is she sitting like that?
I was stupid
She
when I
loved
did that.
me.
Okay, next question.
What legal steps did you take to start your business?
I didn't print out my sheet.
Oh no.
Darn it. I was going to print out my active status sheet for you guys because apparently I don't have my business license. But anyway, so when I started my business back in October of 2020, I went through basically the online process. So I did a lot of research, you could say. I looked up what I needed for taxes, what NC sales tax ID I needed, my EIN numbers, my real sale tax ID, my wholesale tax ID, all of those things I was able to get online. And then I had the LLC, and when I started to expand on the businesses and started adding more and more, we decided that an S-Corp would be better. So I'm technically an S-Corp. I still have the LLC is active. I still pay on it, but we have switched it to an S-Corp. Tax-wise, if that makes sense. So basically, with my S-Corp, that allows me to take all 4 businesses as well as my site and file taxes together, which we'll get into that more in a little bit. But yeah, so the biggest thing is making sure that you take your legal steps. Talk to an accountant, talk to somebody who does taxes for a living. Don't go to H&R Block. You want somebody that knows the ins and outs, not somebody that's just trying to get you by the hourly rate. My accountant just takes a percentage of whatever I get back or owe. So that's kind of how he does it, but that would be the best piece of advice, I guess, is to just look up online, do your research, figure out what your state requires, and then go from there. No answer for that one? Okay.
What is considered a write-off?
Here's the fucking mailman. And a big
Wait, they do put mail in the mail.
Yeah,
in
in
front of the
hers.
house. What the heck?
in hers. Oh, it's a mail lady this time.
Well,
not a dude.
I would have put a mailbox in front of the house if
What if that man got fired? That'd be hilarious.
he would do that.
Well, there's been a different lady down there the past 2 days.
Yeah, that person was different than the one 2 days
I'll
ago.
ask Tanya how her mail lady is.
What was the question again?
What is considered a write-off?
Everything. For me.
It depends how you set it up.
Right. So with my so that kind of goes back to the last question. With my accountant and tax guy, he's one and the same for me. I got lucky on that. But basically, when I pay taxes back, all of my businesses, including my OF, are in the S Corp together. They're coupled together. And like I said, I already had LLC. It's always been LLC. So I've left it that way. Literally everything, my logo has LLC on it. So there was no sense in changing it. And like I said, it's still active, but everything is under an S Corp. So basically, explaining that part, trucks, wheels, tires, lift, audio, clothes, makeup, hair, nails, glasses, like everything for me is a write-off because I have the S Corp. If I had just the LLC for Wolf Customs, then I could only write off the trucks under Wolf Customs and not under my OF.
Anything that you purchase that has to do with your business in any way, such as getting your hair done for a photo shoot, posting it, getting your hair done is a write-off because it is a use for your business at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So basically everything in my life, besides the furniture,
Gas on the way to
Fuel.
shows, because that's technically work. We are traveling to get Wolf Customs somewhere. That is a business write-off.
yep, all of it. It's amazing. It's super nice. So if I do recommend that if you have multiple, to put them in an S Corp together. But like I said, talk to your tax person, do whatever he or she recommends. I just kind of hand everything to my tax person and let him handle it. So I don't really know the ins and outs too much, but I did start the business originally on my own with the LLC and all of the correct licenses that I do have. But yeah,
Dog.
she's smiling.
She's clean. You're extra today. Well, then that kind of goes with like the question after that. It says, how does OF play into your tax filings?
So kind of answering the OF filing question just really quickly. I am going to make a video later on, but to answer that question, OF is anything on your body. So Victoria's Secret, Aerie, if you buy underwear, bras, whatever. Nails, hair, lashes, makeup, anything you... Basically, if you wear it in a photo shoot of any kind having to do with OnlyFans or promoting yourself on social media, which includes Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat, you can take all of those clothes and write them off as well. So
Those $10 glasses are a write-off if you take a picture with them on OnlyFans.
right, because if they do come to audit you, you are going to want to have proof. Granted, you're not going to want to show those auditors, but you can blur that stuff out and you can show, like, hey, I did wear this stuff. Like, I went to Victoria's Secret when we were in California and spent $1,800 on crap from Victoria's Secret. But I took a picture in every single outfit and posted every single outfit on OnlyFans so I can further prove that I 100% used it and it was a valid tax write-off. If they ever came to audit me for it.
Which in your case they won't. They're gonna say.
No, because I pay every year. I'm on a 1099, so since I'm self-employed, I pay back versus getting back most of the time. I got like a $600 return last year. It was like jack shit, and that was just
For
my
with you though,
personal
breaking even
taxes.
or just a little bit's real good.
Which I
for you.
definitely almost break even. I just have to this year
Yeah.
pay something so they don't audit me. I do, baby. Because I've definitely spent more this year than I owe. Or last year. Because just the truck alone counts.
Oh, definitely.
So, definitely. Landon's like, yeah. Especially last year.
Yeah, that was a lot of spending last.
I spent like almost $500,000 last year.
Yeah.
It was stupid. Trying to be better.
Gotten a lot better.
Thank God. Anywho,
What's your biggest piece of advice for someone who wants to start a business?
you answer that one first.
Well, obviously getting your name out there, and it's going to be slow in the very, very beginning. It's going to be a very slow takeoff for most people. I mean, some people blow up overnight, but that is very rare. But for me, in my mind, business is all about who you know. It always comes back to that for me, at least. So having a plan, a solid plan before you are going into it is going to help, I guess. Knowing what you're going to do. Having experience before and on other people's things. Having a name out there before you start something. A small clientele base before. Trying to think. What did you do?
What do you mean?
You started one.
My biggest piece of advice?
Yeah, for them.
My biggest piece of advice is
Like,
just
out
to do
off of what
something
you've
that
done.
you want to do and do it
Oh.
when you want to do it. Because I always wanted to start a business, but I think that I got shot down out of the sky so many times that I didn't. And then finally one day I was like, F it, I'm going to do it anyway. And I wish I had done it sooner because I would have been making more money sooner. I would have been able to move out sooner. I would have been able to do a lot of things sooner. So I wish I had just done it for myself and not listened to like what other people had to say, because I lived at home for a while not being able to do
That's kind of what I
anything.
mean by with a plan. As in, you know exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to do it before you even start.
Right.
You're fully committed and ready to go before it even starts.
And it's something you want to do. Don't just do it because you're going to make money or do it because it looks fun. Like, you have to have a passion for it. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. If you like to walk dogs,
If you like
then
what
go
you
walk
do,
dogs. But if you hate walking dogs and you hate the heat and you hate the cold, don't start a dog walking business. Like, that's that kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean?
if you like what you do, you'll never work a day in your
Yeah,
life.
like, I love boutique shopping, so to me, buying new clothes and getting new merch in and stuff like that to me is fun, because it's like shopping. Like, it's so fun to me, designing the clothes, seeing you guys buy them, watching the orders roll in, like, I genuinely enjoy that, so for me, it's not work. That's why Jordy does it. Mommies, are you listening to us talk?
She's very confused. Would you have done anything different?
Why did you just look like a skeleton? You wouldn't have done anything different?
Nope. Nada. Would you? Maybe go back and like not spend $500,000 last year if possible.
I was making sure that I spent the money I had to for my tax return.
Oh, and maybe a little overboard on that one too. Just tad.
Just tad.
Yeah, we'll just go get more.
Would I change anything?
Holy cow, that is a huge bee.
No, I don't think I'd change anything. I think everything was a learning experience. Maybe I would probably ask more questions.
How so?
Like, I would go to the people and like that knew or had previous experience and ask questions like, hey, how do I do this? Or how do I do that? Or what's the best way to do this? Because I tried like different site domains. I eventually had to hire somebody because I just couldn't do it. Like, I had to do a lot of trial and error with the websites, with the merchandise people, with everything.
And also
Before
something you should
finally.
probably mention is that running a business is not for everybody.
Yeah, it is not. You have to be really good at time management and all of those things, staying on top of it, having a flexible schedule.
Or not having one and working all the time. That's how things go.
Yeah, but if you want to own a business and kind of not be working all the time,
In the beginning, most people, you're going to be working 10 to 15 years before you truly take a day off being comfortable with starting up a business. It is not fast.
no, yeah. It is
You did it extremely fast compared to what it normally takes.
Thank God for social media. Social media is the best tool ever. Market yourself as a person before anything. People want to make people fall in love with you. Like, make people fall in love with the things that you stand for, the things that you talk about, the things that you do, the things that you love. Like, get those people backing you and behind you, and you will forever have a successful business. And that's not to say I like necessarily create fans for business, but at the same time, if I didn't have loyal fans and I didn't have fans that like love me, and I even hate using the word fans, I wouldn't have a business. Supporters, that's a better word. Or family. We'll just call them all family. Like I wouldn't.
The
have
wolf
a business.
train.
The wolf. It would be the wolf factory.
I know. It was a joke. But yeah. No.
But yeah. So I think that just build yourself, market yourself as a person, market what you sell or what you're doing or what your service is, and make it fun. Enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, give up. That's
What?
my piece of. If you don't enjoy it, give up.
Yeah.
Because it's not worth it.
Just go
Sacrificing
find some.
money.
Go find something you do and do it, or do like,
Give
and
up
go
on
do
what
it
you
forever.
don't love, and don't give up on what you do love, I guess. Okay. That was all of them?
Mhm.
Alright guys, thank you for watching the Wolf Customs YouTube channel. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. What are you laughing at? I'm going to be two people.
I was just copying you.
people.
Put it on your nose.
Make sure that you like, comment. Make sure
Goodbye.
that you like, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.